All right, class, here's a brief video on how to actually open up files from Google Drive once you have connected Google Drive to AWS. All right, so you've connected Google Drive. You can verify this by going to this folder that's in the upper left here. If I click on this, I see my Google Drive is connected. And so I see Google Drive as an option there. So to actually access some of those files, what we're going to do is go to our file function, open. Now typically you would have all of your files in Fusion that are located here. I have a lot because I have a lot. But you can also open from my computer. Right, so you have to remember that this is AWS. You know, if you're working on AWS, this is a virtual machine. What you can picture is you are essentially accessing a computer in my classroom. It's almost like you're opening up these files and you're working on a computer in my classroom, but you're at home. So you can't really access the things on that desktop, but you can access the things from Google Drive. So if you go to open from my computer, now you have some more options. You'll typically see just this PC here. What you want to do is click on that. When you click on that, you'll see the folder for Google Drive here. I think for a lot of you, what I've noticed, I'm on my iPad as well, you might not see that arrow. You can double click on it. So I'm double clicking and you can see Google Drive again here. You can also go to this drop down. It might not show. I might have lied there. But I can now double click on my drive and it's going to open up your entire Google Drive. For me, I have a lot of stuff in here again. And I'm going to go find the folder for this activity. So it is called placing, well, it depends on the activity, but let's say for this one, it's practice 2, right? Placing dimensions in Fusion practice 2. So I can go, there are the files, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. I could double click on 1. It'll load. There it is. So this is for the practice number 2 activity. This is not for practice number 1. But what I can do from here is I can go to design, drawing, from design. I do need to save it first. So I'm going to make a new folder for this. So I'm actually going to I'm going to close this first. I'm going to go to my data panel here and I'm going to make a new project folder. And this is going to be, I'm in Fusion, so dimensioning, or dimension practice. All right, this way. Now when I go to save, or when I go to drawing, instead of class, I can go and I can find my dimension practice folder and save it in there. And like from the other videos, I can leave these as is. I can hit OK, open up my drawing sheet, and I could place the views as needed. Again, if this is too small, you might want to bump your scale up to 1.5, works pretty well. If you find that's too large, you can stick 1:1. So 1:1 is the actual size, 1.5 to 1 is it's 1.5 times larger. So I can place my front view in the bottom left, and I can go to projected, choose that view, place the top, right, isometric, my check mark, there they are. I can right click on my ISO, edit that view, and then I have to select it, and I can shade it, close. Now I can start adding my dimensions.